So this was a really interesting part of the story to write because the primary sources that we have for Maddie now are the letters that she wrote to her husband Angus, who she'd not met when she was in medical school, and the letters that she wrote to her best friend Barbara, and who she also had not met at this point. So essentially, we don't have any firsthand accounts of Maddie's experiences because, again, of the loss of those journals. So what I did instead is I looked at the source material of what we do have remaining from other women who were enrolled in the same program as Maddie at the same time. And luckily, we do have quite a lot of source material. And I guess what I found really surprised me because I couldn't find anything where Maddie directly addressed the incredible gender discrimination that was clearly documented in that specific program at that specific time, right? These methods of discrimination, they did transition over the years of the program, and some of them predated her just by a few years, and some of them came after, so there was some flexibility around that, but it was absolutely documented that they drew a line down the room and made the women sit on the other side of the red line, that they did call them hen medics, and that several of the professors were completely unwelcoming to women in the program, refused to discuss anatomy, or told them that they were basically risking their future children's health and well-being by pursuing medical degrees, which is outrageous to us today. And I would love to sit down with Maddie and just ask her, what that experience was like for her and how she dealt with all of that. But in a way, I love the fact that she didn't necessarily, I believe she must have written about that in her journals, but other than that, later in her life, she never talked about it. So to me, that just goes to her strength, I imagine that must have been incredibly difficult, but she ignored all of that discrimination, all that criticism. She ignored those voices, and she finished her degree, and then she went on to University of Pennsylvania. So she got the best medical training of her day, and she did it at a time when she had to struggle for it in every way.